What's up, baby? Today's show is sponsored by Southern New Hampshire University. Yeah, we talking about proper preparation. We're talking about trying to be better at life. How can we improve, right? Whether we're talking about just as an individual, how do we improve if we're talking about in the job space? I mean, whether we're talking about just all the different ways to be prepared for the next step, for that next task. Southern New Hampshire University and some of these online degree programs that they are offering. Come on, baby. You can't beat this. And they have super competitive low tuition rates that are, like I said, going to prepare you for whatever your next steps might be as it pertains to your professional career. It's not too late. I mean, shoot, what you waiting on? I mean, you're watching me, but what you waiting on? Come on, man. You see the link right there, right? snhu.edu/Arthur Moats. Tap in and go out here and get a chance to prepare yourself for greatness. But now it's time for regularly scheduled programming. When you bring up Aaron Rodgers, though, wouldn't that be the same thing, though?
No, because it's Aaron Rodgers. And if anything, here's the thing: we did. Let's say we went the Aaron Rodgers approach this year. Mm-hmm. That's what we did with Russ last year.
Okay.
Where they had a season, they had a moment, different organization, like their second team after their main franchise team. Didn't work out. Rodgers, a little bit different reason than Russ, but coming off the Achilles. Jets, you could say bad organization. With Russ in Denver, it wasn't a good mesh with Sean Payton. It's like, what could they look like with a different team, different structure, different organization for like that third chance, like that third strike. And I think Russ here, I don't want to say like complete failure. It was awful because obviously we did have good moments with Russ, but in terms of getting that answer that we really want, that we really desire, I don't think he's it. So Rodgers, yeah, that's what I'd be doing with him. And I just think Rodgers is an all-time better quarterback too. All-time better quarterback. And even right now, even at 41, can make many more throws than like a Russell Wilson can.
That's fair.
Can do more things as a quarterback for you. So that's what I'm thinking the difference is between those two in terms of like giving Rodgers a chance here versus giving Russ another chance here.
Okay.
It'd be like
because it's just almost like it's something new.
It's something new, and like that's what you were doing with Russ last year, and I understood that. Like I think we all understood. Like what could Russ look like with the Steelers after things didn't work out in Denver? Whereas with Rodgers, this is his time to go to that potential third team if he doesn't go back to the Jets, which I think he is from my sources.
Talk your talk.
I think he's going back to the Jets. I think they'd be stupid to move off him, but yeah, that's why I'd be interested in Rodgers. I think if it's been done before with like a Brady, it's been done before with like a Brett Favre late in their careers where new situation, they give you that elite play. We tried it with Russ. Again, and I don't think it worked out to the extent that we wanted to, so let's stop wasting time. Okay. Rodgers, listen, man, that's the thing with Rodgers. If there's a chance he could be an elite quarterback for the next year or two, I'll take it, man. I'll take elite quarterback play for a season or two than not having it and still looking for that future, that guy that could be there for the next 10 years. The Buccaneers did it. They had it. They knew their time with Brady was limited. They weren't going to get 6 years, 7 years out of him. They got 2 and eventually 3 whenever he unretired and came back. It's like, you take that, man. You take that. And you see like the Rams approach to things. It's like, let's try to win. Like if you have an opportunity to win, take that chance. And since we aren't moving off of Tomlin, we're bringing certain pieces back, I think Rodgers should be considered.
You say, man.
It's not. That's not happening though either. Let's just be real. It should seriously be considered though.
I like. I'm trying to roll with it, bro. Like, you be so dismissive of it though. Like, it was not about to happen. It's just not gonna happen.
It's not. It's not. So it's Fields. That's what I mean. All right, all in on Fields then. Those are my
like, you
options.
don't have a sliver of hope that Rodgers could be just a little like.
Who, Rodgers?
Yeah, you don't see it at all. Like,
come here? No.
What's your big reason? Like, what are like your big reasons of why?
It's too big of a move for us.
That is a big move. Yeah.
I don't think the organization be happy with Rodgers going on McAfee every week? Like honestly, I honestly think a part of the agreement would be
bro.
like you're done on McAfee.
It's a lot.
I would actually agree with that stance from the organization. If I brought Rodgers in here, I'd say no more McAfee.
No, it's
you're done.
a lot with it, bro.
I would agree with that stance.
He probably doesn't go for that, doing him.
I doubt it, but if he wants to play next year that bad, maybe that's a concession he has to make.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have to make that concession because of the Titans or something stupid like that. But I can't really see too many places outside of the Jets that would interest him that much to take a chance on his like reputation and just like his legacy.
Because I would say if Jacksonville,
Steelers, I think would be a team
moved on from Trevor.
What
if Jacksonville moves on from Trevor?
If Rodgers finishes his career with the Jaguars, it's like man, him going to the Titans, man.
All right, Kyler Murray get up out of Arizona, he can go there. Kurt Warner approach,
man.
That's tough.
Kurt Warner was doing that to fight for his career.
I know. I was about to say it definitely was not.
He went there to be
good
the backup,
look.
actually.
Yeah, it worked out for him. Yeah,
because Matt Leinart didn't really live up.
No,
I think Steelers would be the Steelers.
I'm trying to think where's
low key it'd be the Vikings.
What
just
about
go full Brett Favre?
I don't think he's gonna lean into it like that.
Maybe the Raiders. Though. Maybe
I was gonna ask about what is going on in Seattle.
Okay,
if you move off of Geno, might bring him out there. I don't think that's completely frowned upon.
No, actually,
they still respectful. You know what I mean?
They should consider that. Yeah,
and that's if they want to move off of Geno, because we would all agree that Aaron Rodgers, we like him over Geno. So
yeah,
and you paying them both anyways. So it's like, man, if I'm paying Geno $100 million quarterback now, yeah.
AJ says, I'm not a hater of Coach T, but what are we? A passing team, a running team, a defensive team. With Cowher, we ran the ball and played complementary defense, pass when needed.
No, respect.
Let's get you Dub. Rodgers is a big head case. He's as big of a head case as AB. Hell no, I would straight up not watch the team if they sign him. We don't want the drama or his noodle arm. Wow. It's Aaron Rodgers, man.
I'm just glad he said it. I was like, oof, that's heavy.
I can't believe these people out here are so dismissive of Aaron Rodgers.
You see it, they did both of them too. That was oof. He said, man, got a noodle on. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean,
that's who we are.
I have my critiques of Rodgers.
That's who we are, bro.
From a total career standpoint, but one of the all-time greats, man. It's one of the all-time legends. And am I wrong? He's always been a level above Russ. When has anyone ever said Russ is better than Rodgers?
I'm with you, bro.
So that's another reason why I take a chance on an Aaron Rodgers. Man.
I mean, shoot, I don't even like the Jets at all, but even watching them, I'm just like, hey, this is still juice in there now. Don't play with it. There's juice in there, but man. I think we would all agree Rodgers, talent-wise, is one of the most talented quarterbacks we've ever seen play this game. That's why so many people are like enamored or were enamored with him as a player. Because it's like, yo, his ability to throw the football, the different arm angles and all the other things, along with the ability to run, and he has the size. That's the other part. It's like with Russ, we know historically Russ has a great arm, man. Accurate, big arm, could throw the bomb, has the legs. But we all would say, yo, he's still smaller. And there were certain elements that from just preparing to play against both of those guys, there is a different threat when we're preparing for Rodgers. It's like this he's literally can make every single throw in this field. He's going to see every single body up here. Even when you don't think he can see the guy, and he's going to hit this throw. But he also can take off and really cook you. And he's super smart, doesn't make any bad decisions. Whereas with Russ, we're like, yo, Russ going to do the reverse spin out the back, you know what I mean? Like trying to create space. But you can get to this dude, man. And yeah, the whole thing was try to keep him in the pocket because he's short. You can't take that approach with Rodgers when Rodgers is playing like Rodgers. You keep Rodgers in the pocket you want to, he going to light you up there. When Rodgers is healthy and he can move, it's like, yo, he light you up there too. Whereas with Russ, we were just like, yo, we felt like Russ, Drew Brees were the same in terms of the approach of keeping them in the pocket. Obviously with Brees, we just felt like he was just way faster with his read to get it out, more of that rhythm. And I think that's what Sean Payton was wanting out of Russ, whereas Russ is more, I'm going to improvise on it, but I'm also going to take them big shots down the field. And that's the part with Russ where it makes him special. But I think all of us would be on the same page with career-wise, just Ben Rodgers.
Yeah. So I'd be willing to take a chance on the dude. I would be.
Yeah. Rodgers got into the bad graces, man, with the ending in Green Bay and it has been in New York. So it's really made people sour on him. Yeah. And now they're like almost like hypercritical of anything that he does or says. And the thought of him being on your team, it makes people get like skittish. They're like, hold on. No. And it's like, I get that part. That part is loud. That part is very real. That's the AB, right? That's the, when you're talking to AB, it's like, yo, I love what he brings, but you also know what he brings. But there's a reason why everybody still considers him, because of how talented this dude has been and still is. But you do see where he's aging. And the mobility part is real. And I think that that's the concern. But he was also recently removed from the Achilles. And the same way I look at Kirk and I'm looking at him and I'm saying, yo, recently removed from the Achilles, he don't move the same. Rodgers older. So I'm like, yeah, I want to see what it looks like. But the problem is you don't get a chance to fast forward the next year to see what another year removed in a full off season. Now is he back to having that mobility that's going to get some of those little things that have made him great that we're kind of missing at times this season. But you got to make that decision before you get to the season, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'd be willing to take that chance. Yeah. I'd sign up for it.